iostudy.net.
Hello everyone, this is Danielle, and today in the video where we're going to learn about English grammar, we are going to talk about the rules for verb plus to. So as you can see here, we have the mind map for verb plus to, and we have three things to talk about. So first we have the infinitive after verbs, then we will talk about continuous and perfect infinitive, and finally we will talk about a question word plus to verb. So let's start with the infinitive after verbs. So we have three different things we can talk about. Using the infinitive after verbs. Here are the verbs: decide, plan, agree, refuse, and hope, promise. So, decide and plan. Here are some examples. I decided to take a taxi home. She plans to buy a secondhand bike. So, as you can see in both of these examples, we're using the infinitive after the verb when using decide and plan. So, let's go down to the verbs for agree and refuse. So here are two examples of agree and refuse. We agree to cooperate with them, and they refuse to attend the meeting. So in both of these examples, we're using the verb agree and refuse. After the verbs agree and refuse, we use the infinitive after the verb. So to cooperate and to attend. Let's go down to the final one, which is hope and promise. So here are some examples. I hope to get good marks in the final exam. And he promises to pay the money back. So as you can see in both of these, we're using hope and promise plus the infinitive. Okay, so here is your completed side for infinitive after verbs. Now let's look at the continuous and perfect infinitive. So we have the continuous infinitive and we have the perfect infinitive. Let's look at the continuous infinitive first. So, two examples. Martin seems to be enjoying his job, and I pretend to be reading the newspaper. So these are both the continuous infinitive. Next, we have the perfect infinitive. So for example, you seem to have lost weight, and it seems to have been correct. Both of these are the perfect infinitive. Finally, a question word plus to verb. For example, we asked how to get to the station. And did you decide where to go for your holiday? So these are both a question word plus to verb. Okay, so here's your completed mind map for verb plus to. You can always come back to this for your reference. And when you're finished with looking at the mind map, go ahead and click on the outline tab to see the outline. So here we have the outline for verb plus to. You can scroll through this and read through it for more information and to find examples of sentences on how to use this English grammar rule correctly. So once you're finished with the outline for verb plus to, you can click here to find the test and see how much you know about the English grammar rules for verb plus to. So in the next video, we're going to take the test together. So thanks for joining me today in this video where we looked at the English grammar rules in the mind map and the outline for Verb +2. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks and goodbye.